Today I'm going to show you guys a couple of things from the problem solving section from our Bridgeway guide. Basically, this guide is just visual supports that we've created over the years at Bridgeway Services. One of the things that we probably spent a lot of time on was developing a checklist. It's several pages long. It's worth filling out. It gives you kind of step by step what to do for problem solving. And from this you'll see, there are, there's page 5 pages of dedicated questions and in checklist format related to biological, like your self-awareness, which has to do with problem solving, your self-control, which has to do with problem solving, your ability to self-calm, obviously problem solving, and it goes into, can your student identify the problem? I think a lot of people look at problem solving as just figuring out a solution, and it's not just that. It's also determining causes, predicting, sequencing. It encompasses a lot. So this section is pretty hefty with information, but today what I want to go through is just a few of our scripts that we use because they're important. Even if you don't have the guide, this terminology is important. And just know every single visual right here that represents a phrase, you probably need to embed it into your life for at least a year to a year and a half before your child starts thinking this way. So flexible equals willing to change. In a young kids group, whether it's 5, 6, 7-year-olds, a lot of times I say, everybody say flexible, and they scream out flexible. And then I say, what does that mean? And I want them to say willing to change. If they don't, then I'll always say it means willing to, and they are supposed to scream out change. But that's just a really easy way to determine if you're being flexible. And honestly, at 20 years old or 40 years old, are you being flexible? And I don't know, what does that even mean? It's not stretching, it's just, are you willing to change in this situation, yes or no? And so obviously you can see how helpful that one little key phrase would be to enhancing flexibility. Also, oh well, no big deal. This is probably the one that I hear most from parents, that their child says, oh well, no big deal. You can teach them to think that in their head as well. Some more goodies on here, just okay, I'll try it. And when you watch neurotypical children play, you'll see them either say this or do this frequently. A lot of my kids, they get stuck, very stuck on that's not the right basket, or that's not how I play the game, or something like that. And as long as everybody does a majority vote or compromises and plays it the same way, then they can do it. They can play checkers a different way, or instead of Connect 4, they can do Connect 5 or Connect 3. It doesn't have to be Connect 4 just because that's what the rules say. So if the group wants to play Connect 3, I'll try it, okay? And sometimes what they find is when they're willing to try it, they actually like it. So those are a few of the key phrases that you want to use. Promise you they'll help with flexibility, they'll help with problem solving, some great tools there, so I hope they help.